Hello everyone, welcome to Diksha Karnataka. In this video, we are going to solve top 30 questions of trigonometry. The value of tan pi by 8 is equal to, the value of tan pi by 8 equal to, the moment you see this tan pi by 8, one formula, one synopsis point should come to our mind, that is tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. This synopsis point should come to your mind the moment you see. Now in place of theta, let theta is equal to pi by 8. So if I place this theta is equal to pi by 8, this becomes tan pi by 4 is equal to 2 tan pi by 8 by 1 minus tan square pi by 8. Tan pi by 4 is 1 is equal to 2. Tan pi by 8, let me name this as x. For a moment, let me call this as x. So this is 2x by 1 minus x square. So if I transpose this, 1 minus x square is equal to 2x. If I transpose this, x square plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, which implies x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So from here we can say x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 2 by 2, which implies x is equal to minus 2 plus 2 root 2 by 2, or x is equal to minus 2 root 2 by 2. There are two possibilities. This one I am discarding because tan pi by 8 means this will lie in first quadrant. In first quadrant here we are getting negative value, so this is not possible. Next, moving on to next, we have to simplify this. X is equal to this value, we have to simplify. To simplify this, let me erase few things. If you want to make a note of this, you make a note of this. X is equal to minus 1 plus root 2. X is equal to, if I simplify this, x is equal to minus 1 plus root 2. Now x equal to, we were supposed to find x value, x is equal to minus 1 plus root 2. This is directly not available, so we have to do some alterations. Root 2 minus 1, same thing I am writing. Root 2 minus 1 is not there in option, so let me multiply and divide with its conjugate. Root 2 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1. So if I multiply, x is equal to 2 minus 1 is 1 by root 2 plus 1. So x is equal to 1 by root 2 plus 1. C is the answer. Moving on to next question. Sin inverse x plus some information they have given. What is the information? Sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to this. Then x square is equal to what? X square is equal to, they are asking to find x value. Some information they have given. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to pi by 2. Now in inverse trigonometry, some identities we are having. You should be able to recall some identities. What are those identities? One identity is sin inverse x plus cos inverse x. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Try to recall this identity. Since I am writing with green pen, means it is identity. It is a part of synopsis that you should be able to recall. Now sin inverse x, the moment you see here, everything is same. In place of sin inverse y, we are having cos inverse x. That means sin inverse y. Sin inverse y is equal to cos inverse x. From here I am coming to conclusion. Now if I want to write sin inverse y in terms of cos inverse, I will write this as cos inverse root of 1 minus y square is equal to cos inverse x So sin inverse y is equal to cos inverse. Now again one more synopsis point you take. Sin inverse y is equal to cos inverse root of 1 minus y square. Again one more synopsis point you take. Sin inverse y is equal to, so I am replacing cos inverse This is one synopsis point. You should be able to recall this at this point. Next, now sine inverse. From here I can come to a conclusion. 1 minus y square is equal to x. If I square on both sides, 1 minus y square is equal to x square. 1 minus y square is equal to x square. So x square is equal to 1 minus y square. X square is equal to, they are asking to find value of x square. So a 1 minus y square is the answer for this. Moving on to next, the value of what is the question? The value of sine 1 all this is equal to what? They are asking to find its value. The value of sine 1 degree, sine 2 degree up to this. Now let me copy and paste that. Sine 1 degree plus so on up to sine of 359 degrees. Up to sine 359. So sine 1, in place of sine 1, I am writing sine 1 degrees only. In place of sine 1, let me write sine 1. So on remaining things. In place of sine 359, let me write 360 minus 1. 360 minus 1. 359 is same thing as 360 minus 1. Now one synopsis point you should be knowing. What is that synopsis point? Sine of 360 minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Minus sine theta. Minus sine theta. So sine. Now for this, if you are able to recall this synopsis point, it is a good thing. This synopsis point we have to use here. Sine 1 plus blah 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 minus, if you see here, sine 360 minus sine. So sine 1 plus all this plus 1 negative 1. In the same way remaining terms also get cancelled and at last we are left with 0. So the value of this is equal to 0. The value of this is equal to 0. Moving on to next question. Some value they have given one equation, 1 plus sine theta up to infinity. Then what are they asking? They are asking to find the value of theta. Theta is equal to what? Theta is equal to what? Now the moment you see this one synopsis, if you see this is geometric progression. From geometric progression, sum of infinite terms s infinity is equal to a by 1 minus r, where a is first term, r is common ratio, r is common ratio. Now s is first term is 1 by 1 minus r is, here if you observe, r is equal to sine theta by 1. So 1 minus sine theta is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4. So 1 by 1 minus sine theta is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4. So for this, if I take reciprocal, what are they asking? They are asking to find theta. From here we have to find theta. So I will apply reciprocal. 1 minus sine theta is equal to 1 by 2 root 3 plus 4. 1 by 2 root 3 plus 4. I am applying reciprocal function on both sides. Also here, if I multiply 2 root 3 minus 4 by 2 root 3 minus 4, 1 minus sine theta is equal to 2 root 3 minus 4 divided by, if you multiply this, a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. A square minus b square means 4 3s are 12 minus 16. 12 minus 16 is minus 4. So 1 minus sine theta is equal to minus root 3 by 2 minus plus 1. So if I cancel this plus 1 and plus 1 from here I am left with sine theta is equal to root 3 by 2, which implies theta is equal to pi by 3. Theta is equal to pi by 3. Theta is equal to pi by 3. Is there any such option like theta is equal to pi by 3? Yes, see, theta is equal to pi by 3 is the answer for this. Moving on to next question. So in this question, some data they have given. If tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to this, and they are asking to find this, what is the value of this? So for this, if tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is 4 pi by 5, tan inverse x plus tan inverse. Now they have given tan inverse x and they are asking cot inverse x. So there is a relation, there is one identity between tan inverse and cot inverse x. What is that identity? Try to recall. I am writing this as synopsis point. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. Cot inverse x is pi by 2. This is one identity in inverse trigonometry. Now in place of tan inverse x, I will write pi by 2 minus cot inverse x. Pi by 2 in place of tan inverse x, I am doing this substitution. Next, in place of tan inverse y, I will write pi by 2 minus cot inverse y. Its value is given as 4 pi by 5. Pi by 2. If I add pi by 2 and pi by 2, I will get pi minus cot inverse x plus cot inverse y is equal to 4 pi by 5. Pi minus 4 pi by pi, if I transpose this to that side, and if I transpose 4 pi by 5, here I will get pi minus 4 pi by 5 is equal to whatever this, I will name this as x. So x is equal to pi by 5. So answer is pi by 5. Moving on to next question. The value of, they are asking to find the value of one trigonometric equation they have given, they are asking. Now the moment you see cos square a minus sin square b, there is one standard identity for this. Cos square a minus sin square b is equal to, this is equal to cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. This identity is their standard. You call this as formula or this. Now I am using this to solve this problem. So in place of a we are having 45, in place of b we are having 15. So cos of a plus b means cos of 45 plus 15, cos of a minus b 45 minus 15, cos 60 dot cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2, so this is root 3 by 4. So is there any such option like root 3 by 4? Yes, B is the answer for this. See here, very easy question, less time consuming. Only thing that you are supposed to know in this question is cos square a minus sin square b. If you know this, in exam no need to write this also, you just have to calculate this. Cos 60, cos 30, everybody knows the values. In 10th standard only they will teach all this cos 60, cos 30, all these values. So root 3 by 4, hardly this will take 10 or 15 seconds. You just have to substitute this. So don't leave trigonometry. Trigonometry is very important chapter. Trigonometry and inverse trigonometry, generally they will consider this as trigonometry only. Moving on to next question. The range of secant inverse x is, see this question, the range of secant inverse x is, they're asking to find range of secant inverse x. Now range of secant inverse x is 0 to pi minus pi by 2. So in inverse trigonometry chapter 2 of second PUC inverse trigonometry, range of secant inverse is 0 to pi minus pi by 2. One table is there, sin inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, cosec sec. The table you have to remember. So the moment you see range of secant inverse 0 to pi, only just to tick you need time, that is 1 second or hardly 2 seconds. So this is the answer, 0 to pi minus pi by 2. So trigonometry and inverse trigonometry, nobody should leave. So if I know this synopsis 0 to pi minus pi by 2, just only 1 second, within 1 second 1 marks. So remaining time you can give for time consuming questions. Moving on to next question. If one equation they have given, if sin inverse x is equal to sin inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to, then cos inverse x, they are asking to find, what are they asking to find? Cos inverse x plus sin inverse y is, what are they asking? Then they are asking to find cos inverse. Now they are asking this value. So what have they given and what are they asking? They have given some equation in terms of sin inverse x, cos inverse y, but they are asking cos inverse x, sin inverse y. So the moment you see sin inverse x, there is one relation between sin inverse x and cos inverse x. What is that relation? Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2, If you know this relation, this problem is solved. See here how to approach this. Sin inverse x, in place of sin inverse x, I will write pi by 2 minus cos inverse x plus, in place of cos inverse y, In place of cos inverse y, I will write pi by 2 minus sin inverse y is equal to 2 pi by 5 is equal to 2 by 5. Pi by 2, this becomes pi by 2 minus cos inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to 2 pi by 5. Now see the question, cos inverse x plus sin inverse y, this one, and here also same thing. So if I name this as x, pi minus, if I transpose this to this side, if I transpose this to pi minus 2 pi by 5 is equal to x. So x is equal to 3 pi by 5. X is equal to 3 pi by 5. So is there any such option, x is equal to 3 by 5? Yes, B is the answer. So again, easy question only. Only one identity, if you know, you are getting 1 marks. So trigonometry and inverse trigonometry, please don't leave this, don't skip this chapter. If you want to skip any other chapter, if you want to skip any other chapter because of time constraint, you can skip, but don't leave this. Next, the value of expression. Again, they are asking the value of expression. One expression they have given. What is that expression? Tan of something they have given. Tan of, for this, let me copy and paste that expression. Tan of 1 by 2 cos inverse 1 by 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5 is equal to theta. Let me call whatever they have given as theta. Now if I apply tan inverse on both sides, this becomes 1 by 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5 is equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5 is equal to tan inverse theta. Tan inverse theta. See here, for this equation I am applying tan inverse on both sides. So tan inverse this. Now cos inverse 2 by root 5 is equal to 2 tan inverse theta. 2 tan inverse theta. Cos inverse 2 by root 5 is equal to 2 tan inverse theta. Next, now one synopsis point you should be able to recall at this point. 2 tan inverse theta is equal to cos inverse 1 minus theta square by 1 plus theta square. So 2 tan inverse theta is equal to cos inverse 1 minus theta 1 plus theta square. So cos inverse 2 by root 5 is equal to 2 tan inverse theta. Now you relate this to tan inverse theta. For that I will write this, let me copy and paste this, cos inverse 2 by root 5 is equal to cos inverse 1 minus theta square by 1 plus theta square. So cos inverse finally, from there I am just copying and pasting. Let me erase this for simplification. 1 minus theta square by 1 plus theta square is equal to 2 by root 5. Cos inverse, if I apply cos function on both sides. Now root 5 minus root 5 theta square is equal to 2 plus 2 theta square. So root 5 minus 2 is equal to root 5 theta square plus 2 theta square. So if I take theta square common this side, here I am left with root 5 plus 2, here root 5 minus 2. Now let me erase this. Root 5 minus 2 by root 5 plus 2 is equal to theta square is equal to root 5 minus 2 by root 5 plus 2 is equal to theta square. Now for this expression we have named this as theta. Try to recall in the previous, when we started problem, this. So we are supposed to find value of theta. So to find value of theta, let me multiply this with root 5 minus 2, and here also root 5 minus 2. Just I am multiplying root 5 minus 2. So here we will get theta square is equal to, this is 1, this is root 5 minus 2 square. So theta is equal to root 5 minus 2. So B is the answer for this. Moving on to next question. Cos of, they have given some expression, cos of 2 sin inverse this, and they are asking to find what is the cos of something. We have to find the value of this. So how to approach this cos of 2 sin inverse 3 by 4 plus cos. Now let me write that cos of 2 sine inverse. For that, let me write sine inverse 3 by 4 plus sine inverse 3 by 4 plus cos inverse 3 by 4. So for this 2 sine inverse 3 by 4, I am writing like this: cos of sine inverse 3 by 4 plus pi by 2. From synopsis, try to recall sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So sine inverse 3 by 4 plus cos inverse 3 by 4, I am writing like this. Now one more synopsis point you should be able to recall. What is that? Cos of pi by 2 plus theta is equal to negative sine theta is equal to cos of pi by 2 plus theta is equal to negative sine theta. So cos of pi by 2 plus theta is equal to negative sine theta. So negative sine, if you observe here, if I name this as theta, cos of pi by 2 plus theta means negative sine theta. So negative sine theta is sine inverse 3 by 4. So this becomes minus 3 by 4. Is there any such option? Minus 3 by 4. Yes, A is the answer. Moving on to next question. See, this is also very easy question. Just two identities you should be knowing, and then simplification within 30 or 40 seconds you will get the answer. Moving on to next question. If they have given one identity a plus pi by 2, all this b, a plus pi by 2 less than 2 tan inverse x plus 3 cot inverse x is less than b, then a and b are respectively, what are they asking? They are asking a and b are respectively what? A and b are respectively a plus pi by 2 less than 2 tan inverse x. So just let me copy and paste that. A plus pi by 2 less than 2 tan inverse x, just I am copying, plus 2 cot inverse x plus cot inverse x less than b. For 3 cot inverse x, I am writing 2 cot inverse x plus cot inverse x. Now next, a plus pi by 2 less than 2, this, for this a plus pi by 2 I am keeping as it is, this symbol also. Now for this I will write this as pi. The reason why I am writing pi, one synopsis point should come to your mind. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. 2 tan inverse x plus 2 tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi. So a plus pi by 2 is less than pi, plus cot inverse x less than b. Now try to recall the range of cot inverse x. Range of cot inverse x is 0 to pi. Range of cot inverse x is 0 to pi. So a plus pi by 2 less than pi. In place of this goes from max 0 to pi less than b. Range of cot inverse x. See here for synopsis point, in inverse trigonometry synopsis, what you have to remember is all the domain and range of sine, all those 6 inverse trigonometric, that is 100% mandatory. That is the most important thing in that chapter itself. So now if you see here, if you go for further simplification, a plus pi by 2 less than, here this is pi less than b. So or further this can be written as a plus pi by 2 less than 2 pi less than b. Now in place of a pi by 2, so this goes from pi to 2 pi. So a is equal to A is equal to, from here we can come to a conclusion, A is equal to pi by 2 and B is equal to 2 pi. A is equal to pi by 2 and B is equal to 2 pi. Which is the answer? C is the answer. Moving on to next question. If cos x is equal to, some information they have given. If cos x is equal to this, then the general solution is, what are they asking? They are asking to find general solution is, if cos x is equal to modulus of sin x. So cos x is equal to modulus of sin x means, if I remove modulus I have to write plus or minus. So cos x is equal to plus sin x or minus sin x. Now for this, if I transpose this sin x, I can write tan x is equal to plus or minus 1. Now further, tan x can be written as tan x is equal to plus or minus tan pi by 4. Now one synopsis point you should be able to recall at this point. If tan x is equal to tan pi by 4, sorry, if tan x is equal to tan alpha, then x is equal to n pi plus alpha. General solution is given by general solution. If tan x is equal to tan alpha, x is equal to n pi plus alpha. Now tan x is equal to plus or minus tan pi by 4. So x is equal to n pi plus pi by 4, or if I take minus, so n pi plus or minus 4. Is there any such option? X is equal to n pi plus or minus pi by 4. A is the answer. Moving on to next question. Root 3 cosecant 20 minus, they are asking one expression they have given and they are asking to find its value. Now see here how to approach this problem. The moment you see this expression, cos 20 degree, cosecant 20 degree, secant 20 degree, they are not standard angles. So one way is to find that cosecant 20, secant 20, all those, or else we can go for algebraic manipulation. Root 3, let me write by 2 here. Cosecant 20 minus secant 20, let me write here by 2. What I did in this step, I have multiplied and divided by 2. So let me write 2 here as it is. Root 3 by 2. Let me write root 3 by 2 only. For this cosecant, 1 by sine 20 minus 1 by 2 cos 20 degrees. 1 by 2 cos 20 degrees. So 2 root 3 by 2 sine 20 minus 2 root 3 by 2 sine 20 degrees. Cosecant can be written as 1 by sine, secant can be written as 1 by cos. So that one I have done. Now if I take LCM, here I will get 2 sine 20 degrees, cos 20 degrees. What I have written, if I take LCM 2 sine 20 degrees, 2 cos, I will get this as, here I have to multiply with cos 20 degrees, and here I have to multiply with sine 20 degrees. So 2, now 2, let me write this 2 as it is. This becomes sine 40 degrees. To this. Now try to recall one synopsis point. 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. So this becomes 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 40 degrees. Now here in the bracket, what are we left with? 3 cos 20 minus sine 20. This many things are there. Let me go again for divide by 2. divide by 2 and then multiply by 2, so the equation also remains balanced and everything is fine. Now 2, this becomes 4 by sine 40, by sine 40, 4 by sine 40, root 3 by 2, in place of root 3 by 2, can I write this as, in place of root 3 by 2, I will replace it with sine 60 degrees, cos 20 degrees. In place of 1 by 2, I will write this as cos 60 degrees, sine 20 degrees. See here, root 3 by 2, in place of root 3 by 2, I am writing sine 60. In place of 1 by 2, I am writing cos 60, this as it is. Now, one point you try to recall, one synopsis point. What is that synopsis point? At this point, you should be knowing sine of a minus b is equal to sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. So one synopsis, this is first synopsis point, this is second synopsis point. Sine a minus b is equal to, now let me remove some things, sine a minus b. Now if you see here, sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, for that this 4 I am writing as it is, sine 40 I am writing as it is, sine of a minus b, 60 minus 20, next 4 sine 40, and this is also sine 40. See here, this sine 60 cos 20, I am using this formula synopsis point, so here I have written sine 40 cancelled, and finally we are left with 4. So what are we left with? The answer is 4. Moving on to next question. The value of what are they asking? The value of one expression they have given. What is that expression? Sine square 51 plus sine square 39 is the value of sine square. Now to solve this problem, you should know some basic identities of trigonometry. What is that? Sine theta can be written as cos of 90 minus theta. Sine theta can be written as cos of 90 minus theta. Sine theta can be written as cos of 90 minus theta. Sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. And one more identity you should be knowing. What is that? Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. If you know these identities, you can solve this problem within second. So first let me write sine square 51 as it is, plus sine 39 can be written as cos of 90 minus 31. So sine theta can be written as cos of 90 minus theta. So for that I am writing cos of 90 minus theta is 39. I am writing it like this. Square is there, so I am placing square. This becomes sine square 51 plus cos square 51. Sine square 51 plus cos square 51. Its value is equal to 1. So is there any such option? Yes, D is the answer. See here, basic 2 points you should be knowing, and you have to solve this. So hardly it will take 20 seconds to solve this. So moving on to next question. If tan a plus some value they have given, if tan a plus cot a is equal to 2, then what are they asking? They are asking to find this. If tan a plus cot a is equal to something they have given, tan a plus cot a is equal to 2, then the value of, what are they asking? They are asking to find the value of this. So tan a plus cot a is 2. Tan a plus cot a is equal to 2. They are asking tan 4a plus cot 4a. Now let me say this as 1 and this as 1. Tan a as 1 and cot a as 1. Now some student they will put objection. Sir, why you are saying tan a is 1? It can be 0.5 and this can be 1.5. It can be 0, it can be 2. Yes, it can be anything. But here dear, if I write tan a as 1, cot a as 1, I am not doing anything wrong. I am seeing this quantity might be 1, this quantity might be 1. It can be 0.5 and it can be anything. But I will assume that tan a is 1, cot a is 1. and there is nothing wrong in my assumption, so it's okay if you do like this. Or else if you want to go for normal method also, you can go for normal method. It will take lot of time. So in competitive, normal method it will work, but it will time consuming. To save time, we have to go for some shortcut. So let me write this as 1 power 4, 1 power 4, this is equal to 2. Is there any such option like 2? D is the answer. Moving on to next question. The value of, next question, the value of one expression they have given. What is that expression? If you go through, cos of this is, now go see this, cos of sine inverse pi by 3 plus sine cos inverse. The moment you see this, you should say answer does not exist. Why answer does not exist? Because domain of sine inverse x is -1 to 1. Domain of sine inverse x is -1 to 1. But for here, sine inverse, they are giving pi by 3 as domain to sine inverse. Pi is 3.14 by 3, means it will be more than 1. For sine inverse, they are giving more than 1. That will not accept. So, does not exist is the answer. Only see here, if you know this point, so that's why I said domain and range of all 6 trigonometric functions you should know for solving problems related to. So if you know only, hardly it will take time to tick 1 second or 2 seconds. So don't leave inverse trigonometry. Moving on to next question. The domain of, what is the question? Domain means what? X values. They are interested in x value of the function defined by f of x is equal to one function they have given. One function. What is that function? Cos inverse of root, all those things they have given. Now let me highlight that. This is the function. Now they are asking domain. Every time I say in my previous videos also, the moment you see square root, what? The moment you see square root, that whatever is that inside that square root, that has to be greater than or equal to 0. That has to be greater than, which implies x is greater than or equal to 1. X is greater than or equal to 1. Now if you go through the options, x is greater than or equal to 1, there is only one option. D is the only one option. So answer for this is D. Moving on to next question. The value of, again they are interested in the value of cos, this one is what they are asking to find its value. So let me copy and paste that expression here. Cos 1200 plus tan of 1485. Now for this, let me write cos of 360 into 3 plus 120. For this, let me write tan of 4 into 360 plus 45. 36 3 is 1080 plus 120 and 1440 plus 45. So anyways this is 0. So here we are left with cos of 120 and here we are left with tan of 45. Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2 and tan 45 is 1. So 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. A is the answer. Moving on to next question. The value of, what are they asking? They are asking to find value of some expression they have given. The value of tan 1 this. Now see here, let me write that tan 1, tan 2, so on, tan 88, tan 89. So for this let me write same tan 1, tan 2, and for this let me write cot 2, cot 1. Now the reason why I am writing like this, one synopsis point you should be knowing. Tan theta can be written as cot of 90 minus theta. Tan theta can be written as cot of 90 minus theta. So for this, tan theta can be written as, now if here it is tan 88, now tan 88 can be written as cot of 90 minus 88. So this is cot 2. Tan 88 is equal to cot 2. Tan 88 is cot 2. Tan 89 is cot 1. In the same way, here I have shown the mechanism of why I am writing this. Now, if you observe this, this goes like this. Tan 1, cot 1. Again, one more synopsis point I want to give. Tan theta, cot theta. Product of tan theta, cot theta is 1. So, this becomes tan theta, cot theta 1. Tan theta, cot theta 1. 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1. So on. So ultimately you are going to get 1 as the answer. Moving on to next question. The function, they have given some function f, this function is 1 1. They are saying that it is 1 1 in the interval. What are they asking? In what interval this function is 1 1? They are asking like this. So let me write that question. Root 3 sine 2x minus cos 2x plus 4 root 3. So for this, let me multiply by 2 and divide by 2. 2 root 3 by 2 sine 2x minus 1 by 2 cos 2x plus 4. 2. Here let me write sine 60 sine x. Rather than writing this as, let me write this as cos 30. Root 3 by 2 can be written as cos pi by 6. This can be written as sine pi by 6 cos 2x plus something. Now here let me write 2 cos pi by 6. This is sine. I think this should be 2x. This should be 2x. This becomes 2x minus pi by 6 plus 4 as it is. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So this sin A minus B, just I am saying, I am not writing. Try to recall this synopsis point. Sin A minus B is equal to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So whenever it is sin A cos B minus cos B, that can be written as sin A minus B. So this entire equation I have transformed. This entire I am transforming it like this, that plus 4 as it is. Now one thing you must observe here, since here space is not there, I am writing it here. 2x minus pi by 6 2x. See here, try to recall when sine is 1 1. Sine is 1 1 in the range. Let me write one synopsis point. Sine is 1 1 from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Sine is 1 1 from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this 2x minus pi by 6 has to be from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. If I add pi by 6 on both sides, minus pi by 2 plus pi by 6 less than or equal to 2x less than or equal to pi by 2. I am adding pi by 6. I am trying to simplify this. So this is minus pi by 3 less than or equal to 2x less than or equal to 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. Let me erase this. All this. Next, if I divide 2 on both sides, this becomes minus pi by 6 less than or equal to x less than or equal to pi by 3. So x belongs from minus pi by 6 to pi by 3. Minus pi by 6 to pi by 3. A is the answer for this, minus pi by 6 to minus pi by 3. So the function is 1 1 in the interval minus pi by 6 to pi by 3. So one synopsis point we are supposed to know, sine is 1 1 in minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And one more synopsis point that we are supposed to know for solving this problem is sine A minus B is equal to sine A cos B minus cos A sin B. So with that two synopsis points, you are able to solve this problem. Easy question, little time consuming, not much time. Within 1 minute we can solve this. Next, moving on to next question. Cos of, they're asking to find a value of cos of cot inverse this. Now, how to approach this problem? Before approaching this problem, one synopsis point you should be knowing. cot inverse of minus x is pi minus cot inverse x, pi minus cot inverse x, pi minus cot inverse x. Cot inverse of minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. So cos of pi minus cot inverse can be written as pi minus cot inverse root 3 plus pi by 6, that I am keeping as it is. Cot inverse of minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. So I am writing it like this. Synopsis point you should be knowing. Next, cos of pi minus cot inverse root 3. Cot inverse root 3 can be written as minus pi by 6 plus pi by 6 minus pi by 6 plus pi. So this and this will get cancelled. Cot inverse root 3 is pi by 6. So cos pi is minus 1. Is there any such option like minus 1? Yes, D is the answer. Moving on to next question. Tan of, they have given one expression. Tan of this plus this is equal to, again we just have to simplify this. So simplification, tan inverse 1 by root 3, sin 5 pi by 2 can be written as 1. So I am writing this as 1 plus sin inverse cos sin inverse root 3 by 2. This can be written as pi by 3. So sin inverse root 3 by 2. I am assuming students you are able to make out what I am replacing. Sin 5 pi by 2, for that I am writing this as 1. For sin inverse this I am writing this as pi by 3. Next, moving on to next, tan inverse 1 by root 3. Tan inverse 1 by root 3 is tan inverse pi by 6 plus sin inverse cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Sin inverse 1 by 2 is cos pi by 3 value is 1 by 2. Sin inverse 1 by 2 is pi by 6. So pi by 6 plus pi by 6 is 2 pi by 6, which is equal to pi by 3. Is there any option like pi by 3? Yes, C is the answer. Moving on to next question. The domain of, what is the question? The question is domain of what? Cos inverse of, so we already know domain of cos inverse x is minus 1 to 1. But here they have included GIF also. They have included this GIF also. So for GIF, minus 1 if I give, it's okay. I can give up to 2, but I should not give 2. So D is the answer. See, I try to analyze this. If I am giving minus 1 as input to this, it's okay. Above minus 1, so anyways I can give, I will get minus 1 as input only. But if up to 1, okay, it's okay. That will take. If I am giving 1.9999 or 1.9 bar, this GIF will make it as 1 and it will give that as input to, so minus 1 to 2. It is all analysis of this. Again, very simple analysis only. Moving on to next question. The trigonometric function y is equal to, one trigonometric function they have given in the quadrant. What are they asking? Decreases, increases, decreases, increases. Whether this will increase or decrease, they are asking that. So what information they have given here? If you observe this question, y is equal to tan x. Now the moment you see y is equal to tan x graph should come to your mind. What is that graph? This is 0. This is 0. This is pi by 2. This is minus pi by 2. This is minus pi by 2. This is pi blah 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 blah, and this is blah 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 blah. This, so tan x, y is equal to tan x. The trigonometric in the second quadrant. Second quadrant means what? Second quadrant means from where to where? Pi by 2 to pi. So if I observe this y is equal to tan x graph from pi by 2 to pi by 2, if I observe from this region, what happens here? It is increasing from minus infinity to 0, increases from minus infinity to 0. Is there any such option? Increases? Yes, D is the answer. So increases from minus infinity to 0. So if you are having this tan x graph in your mind, hardly it will take 1 second just to mark this. So these graphs, you have to fix this in your mind. Next, moving on to next question. The degree measure. So what are they asking? They are asking degree measure of what? Of pi by 32 is equal to. They are asking degree measure of this. All this degree measure, radian measure, all this they will teach you in starting of trigonometry. Introduction to trigonometry starts with definition of angle, and then they will say units of angle, all that there. So pi by 32 is equal to, how to approach this? Pi by 32, pi radian is equal to, this is 180 degree divided by 32. Now you should know division they will teach in 4th standard. So you just have to divide this. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree, 180 divided by 32. So 180 divided by 5 is 160. So here we are left with 20. So 180, this is 5 degree, 20 by 32, again degrees only, but if I want, I will multiply this and I will write in. So 1200 divided by 32, 32 3s are 96, 24 0, so 7s are 32 7s are 224. Here I am left with 16. Now this 5 degree, this 5 degrees, 20 by 32 into 60, that is this can be written as 37 minutes, and then 16 by 32, this is also in minutes. For this, if I convert to seconds, 5 degrees, 37 minutes, this is 0.5 minute. If I write in seconds, this becomes 30 seconds. So is there any option? 5 degrees, 37 minute and 30 seconds? Yes, B is the answer. Moving on to next. See, this was very easy question. Only just division you should know, that they will teach in 4th standard, and also pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Trigonometry starts from here only, that also you should be. Only division, hardly it will take 30 or 40 seconds for division. Moving on to next question. The value of sine, what are they asking in this question? They are asking value of sine 5 pi by 12, is, they are asking to find this. So one thing you should be knowing, this I will assume all the students who are watching this video might be aware of this. Pi radian is equal to 180 degrees. Now further, if you observe this question, what are they asking? Sine, and here sine pi by 12. In place of pi by 12, it is 180 by 12. 180 by 12, and also here phi 180 by 12. So sine of sine 75, sine 15. One more synopsis point you should be knowing. What is that? Sine cos theta is equal to sine of 90 minus theta, or sine theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. This synopsis point you should be knowing. Sine theta is equal to cos of 90 minus 75 is equal to sine 15. So this is cos 15 sine 15. If I write 2 here and if I divide by 2, so 2 cos 15 sine 15 is sine 30 divided by, again one more formula you should be able to recall at this point. What is that? 2 sine theta cos theta. 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. Next, moving on to this, sine 30 value is 1 by 2, and already one more 2 is present here. So this is overall 1 by 4. So the answer is 1 by 4. Moving on to next question. Root of this, they are asking to find the value of this. For this one synopsis point you should be knowing. What is that synopsis point? I will write here. 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta, 2 cos square theta. This synopsis point proof, everything it is there in trigonometry chapter. So 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta. So first let me copy and paste that question here. Let me copy and paste that question here. Root of 2 plus under root of 2 plus under root of 2. If I take 2 common from that, I am left with 1 plus cos 8 theta, 1 plus cos 8 theta. Under root of 2 plus 2 plus 2. Here if I write under root 2. In place of 1 plus cos 8 theta, this can be written as 2 cos square 4 theta. 2 cos square 4 theta. Next, under root of 2 plus 2 cos 4 theta. See here, this 2 2s are 4. If I bring it out of root, it becomes 2 cos square 4 theta. Root they will get composed. All this. Next, 2 plus under root of 2, if I take common, 1 plus cos 4 theta, 1 plus. Again, I will use this formula, under root of 2 plus under root of 2 cos 4 theta. Cos 4 theta, if I write that as 2 cos square 2 theta. So under root of 2 plus 2 cos 2 theta. If I drag this, next under root of 2, if I take 1 plus cos 2 theta, under root of 2 cos square theta, So further this can be written as 2 cos theta. So is there any option like 2 cos theta? Yes, C is the answer. Moving on to next question. The value of this. They're asking to find a value of this. Na? So what are they asking? The value of this. So how to approach this problem? Cot inverse. Let me copy and paste 1 minus sin x plus 1 plus sin x divided by root of 1 minus sin x minus root of 1 minus sin x. If I multiply this with what? 1 minus sin x. Here it is plus root of 1 minus sin x. So here root of 1 minus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x. So here I am multiplying this numerator and denominator with its conjugate. So the moment I multiply this gets simplified to a minus b, a plus b. So a square minus b square means 1 minus sin x minus 1 minus sin x, 2 sin x. Next, in the numerator a plus b, a square plus b square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. 2ab is root of 1 minus sin square x. 1 minus sin square x. So this becomes cot inverse. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 2. This is cos x divided by 1 and 1 will get cancelled, minus 2 sin x, minus 2 sin x. So if I take 2 common, here we are left with cot inverse of 2. If I take common, 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x by 2. So 2, if I take 2 common, I am left with 1 plus cos x. 1 plus cos x can be written as 2 cos square x by 2. In the denominator minus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Cos x by 2 and cos x by 2. So cot inverse, eraser, if I remove all this. So here we are left with cot inverse of negative cot x by 2. So one synopsis point you should be knowing at this point of time. cot inverse of minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. So for this, cot inverse of minus x can be written as pi minus cot inverse of pi minus x by 2. So is there any option like pi minus x by 2? Yes, C is the answer. Moving on to next question. Sine inverse, some question they have given, some expression they have given, this expression they have given, sine inverse of, then value of x is, what are they asking? They are asking to find value of x is. So how to approach this problem? Some synopsis point you should be knowing. What are those synopsis point? So sine inverse 2a can be written as 2 tan inverse a plus 2 tan inverse a 2 tan is equal to 2 tan inverse x. See here, these sine inverse of this is this. You take this as synopsis point you take. Cos inverse of 1 minus a, again this is also synopsis point. 2 tan inverse x, again this also synopsis point. So if you know the synopsis of inverse trigonometry, see here the things are very simple. What we have to do now? 2 tan inverse a is 4 tan inverse a. 4 tan inverse a is equal to 2 tan inverse x. So 4 tan inverse a is 2 tan inverse a. 2 tan inverse a is equal to tan inverse x. Next, 2 tan inverse a can be written as tan inverse 2a by 1 minus a square is equal to tan inverse x. Next, 2a divided by 1 minus a square is equal to x. So x is equal to 2a by 1 minus a square. What are they asking? They are asking to find value of x. X value is 2a by 1 minus a square. So C is the answer. Moving on to next question. The value of one expression they have given. They are asking value of one expression. What is that expression? E log all this is. So let me write E as it is, log to the base 10, tan 1, tan 2. So tan 1, tan 2, blah 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 up to tan 89. Tan 1, tan 2, tan 89. Let me use tan 1, tan 2, tan 89. Now, E log tan 1. See here, I am using properties of logarithm. Every video I will say one thing. Properties of all the functions you should be knowing. So here log tan a. If you observe here, log a, ab can be written as log a plus log b. Now if you observe here, log a plus log b, that can be written as log ab, tan a, tan b. If it is log abc, so if it is log of abc up to z, that can be written as log a, log b up to log z. So same thing here, log a, all this will get. Now E and log, they will get composed. They are inverse functions. What are we left with? Tan 1, tan 2, up to tan 89. Now, just now in this video itself I have written once, tan theta can be written as cot of 90 minus theta. So, tan 1, blah blah blah. This tan theta can be written as cot of 90 minus 89 means cot 1. So this tan 1, this will get, this term will get scanned. Finally we are left with 1. So this is equal to 1. So the answer for this is C. Moving on to next question. If you find this video interesting, like, subscribe and share. Thank you everyone.